Okay, this will be a challenging one. See if we can make this one turn up a treat. Let's see. Fuck, it's hot. This is when I wish I had aircon. Yeah. A fan will be good enough. I've got a fan that I can switch on later. So I'm just going to make this one into something interesting. Sheen's making a tapping noise. Got a feeling I may have to use the brightness for this because it's a really, we only lose the contrast setting, that's going to go. So we've got these two in play to make it even lighter. So let's see what we have. We have here, found by the side of the road, an old clock. It's got a little handle on top like a clock often does. Let's see if we can make this look good. So I'm going to throw it on the, not throw it, put it on the glass. Throw it, it would be a disaster if we did. So we're just going to make this clock look more interesting. So yeah. See, we've got making time fly. So it looks like that. Yeah, interesting. There's not much to this. Wondering if we can make a better one. That looks interesting. It's got potential. I might wonder if we're going to... I was thinking of enlarging it. So we're just going to put it on the glass again. Make it in the A5 area. We're just going to slip and slide it around. Okay, out it comes. Yeah, that looks interesting, but again, it's not what I want. Wondering if we're going to do something more interesting. I don't know what to do with this one. This one is a difficult one. It's another one of those really... We're going to put it in the A6 area. We're going to enlarge it to 200 and see what we can get happening here. Like so. Move it like that. So we can enlarge the detail, the numbers, and yeah, that looks really quite interesting. Again, it's not much of a piece. I don't know how I'm going to make this piece look any good. It does look a bit boring. There's not much kind of like to it. Wondering what we can do to make this more interesting. Maybe we're going to switch to... Oh, okay, we're thinking of something to do. I'm wondering, trying to use intuition, we're going to use that as our piece to work with. So we're wondering how big we're going to make it. Going to make it that. So we're just going to get rid of this. I don't know if it works. It probably doesn't, like a lot of clocks don't after a while. And we're going to use this as our master copy. So it looks good. It's a nice mirrored effect, a special kind of mirroring. I'm going to just move it around. Don't know how it's going to look. I think we're going to have to just work on some of the colours. We're going to go here, and we're just going to put that in there, and we're going to just take the copy density and darken it. Maybe the contrast could go up a fraction, not a fraction, but a bit. And we're just going to make this into something more interesting. It's not an easy piece to work with, even though it has potential. And yeah, it looks shithouse, folks. I haven't got much in it. It looks good. Unless we can enlarge maybe that number and make it into something more interesting. So we're going to go into detail. We're going to go into detail, folks. We're going to make a detailed piece. Wondering which one would look the best. This one's bigger. So we're going to make that the job. Wondering the top is going to be up there. So we're going to just use that little detail. Going to put it on the glass and then gently lower the dock feeder and see what we can do with this at 400%. And we can turn it into something really creative. So sometimes with this sort of art, you have to look at detail and you have to pick something out that stands out, that has potential, that makes it potentially a good piece. And this looks really nice. This number looks really nice. We're going to still work on it. I'm going to elaborate on it. So we're just going to take, whoops, just slipped off, folks. That's it there, the number. And we're going to take this and we're going to use this as something more interesting, hopefully. Looks a bit minimalist on its own, but we're going to make it into something more. We're going to move it around. So now we're just going to drop it down to 200 and we're going to slip and slide it, make it into something more interesting. I don't know how this is going to turn out. There's always elements of difficulty working with things. You know, even when they look good, you got to basically work out how to make it look good, how to make it look really, really spectacular. So that's what we just got. We're going to try again, another one. I'm going to move that again. I'm going to do it in a different fashion to just this one. So I don't know how that worked. This is going to take a lot of time to finish off this job with a timepiece, with a clock. You know, the clock's ticking on this job. You could think that's fucking funny. That is a funny ha-ha clock ticking, and we're working with what was of something of a timepiece. We're going to make that a smaller enlargement so we can get more into the frame. Let's see how we go. Timepiece. So the time's ticking on this job. But, you know, some of the best demos I make are of the prolongated type. So I'm going to do something different, folks. I'm going to shuffle it back and forth, side to side, yes, back and forth, shuffle. So I'm going to shuffle this one. So we're going to shuffle it. So that shuffling can work really well. So let's see if the shuffling has paid off. It looks shit house, to be honest. It looks like it could have potential, but it doesn't quite have that much on the potential side of things. Going to try it again. How are we going to try it? Maybe if we put it on an angle, we can do it on an angle. Try and do it differently there. This is a tricky one, folks. It's taking time. We're more than 10.5 minutes into this and counting. Again, it looks shit. It doesn't look like there's much to it. Wondering what we're going to do to make this look good. We're perhaps going to go and make it 100. We're going to go at 100 for this. So we're just going to use the 100%. See how that works. Okay, out it comes. So this one's taking time and it looks shit house. It still looks like shit. Like we haven't made anything half decent. I'm actually just pouring through what I've got here and maybe thinking we could use these to shuffle. Maybe this is too small and minimalist. We're just going to use another pattern to shuffle. I'm actually thinking not this one, not this one, or this one. I was thinking maybe that one could be utilised. So we're just going to put that one down. I'm going to take this one, or that's a good question. I'm just poring over some of these images and I'm thinking that one might be a good one to shuffle, to make into a shuffle. So we're just going to put that on the glass and we're going to shuffle. Going to make it into a shuffler. I'm really losing confidence here, folks. It's not an easy thing to do, to make something look good that's basically not that good. That looks interesting. As on its own, it looks a bit boring. I'm actually wondering, so that didn't work. I'm going to go to this one and use this. I'm going to use this as a piece to shuffle with. So I'm just going to put it on the glass, see what happens. Maybe I'm shuffling too hard and fast. But this looks like it's going to be a shit outcome. This demo, for all I know, may not look all that good. It may not be that good. This looks all right. We're going to perhaps spin it round. Wondering what we're going to do with it. Maybe make it into a negative, positive reversal. Maybe add a background colour. We're going to add either red or we're going to go red. And we've got to go here and darken things and add to it. So we're going to just set this up for, I'm going to leave the hue out of it. So the brightness is on dark. So let's see if we can make this into something good. So we're going to just put it up there and we're just going to slide it around, whirl it around. So we're just going to whirl it around and hope we got a good result. Time is of the essence here, folks. Time is ticking on this clock piece, this clock job. Now that looks really quite nice. The patterns look nice. The colours look shithouse, but I'm sure we can make this look decent. We can reverse the colours back. So this is what we've just done. We're going to just move these pieces out of the way, and we're going to use this as our master copy. It looks good shape-wise, but the colours look absolutely horrid. So we're just going to change, maybe take out the, maybe we could leave the background colour in, or we're going to kill it. We're just going to kill it, and we're going to just leave it like that, and we're going to just make this our master copy. So this is what we're photocopying from this funny timepiece work. So we're going to make this look more interesting, hopefully. Hopefully the colours will work out as well as the shapes. Otherwise there's no point. Hopefully the colours will improve. Yeah, that looks interesting. It's very green and magenta. It looks a bit boring, but that looks interesting colour-wise. Yeah, it's gone to magenta and green and a little bit of cyan. It's an interesting piece on a timepiece. So it's been a really long demo, folks. Fortunately, I've started running my demos early today. Yesterday I was a bit late and I had very little time to do other things. I had to have my dinner late, had to have my shower late, but I have to stay devoted to this job that I'm doing, making these demos. You know, I've got a lot of things that I want to say and do, and this is my way of expressing myself, using social media like YouTube, among other things. YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and LinkedIn. These are my main social media video outlets, but I've done other ones as well, other smaller, less known ones. So yeah, this is my voice, this is what I do, and this is how I do it, folks, is to make these demos. And make these demos, and many of them I do challenge myself. I challenge myself with these, working on these demos. I challenge myself. It's not always easy peasy just because I've done heaps of these. Just because I've done thousands of videos doesn't mean that I get like nothing. There's always different things that I photocopy, and they do different things with them. So yeah. Anyway, that looks like that was a good waste of time, so to speak. Haha. That looks brilliant. I think now we can call this demo quits.